So they have found Jesus guilty and deserving of death. What is the charge? Blasphemy. The charge is blasphemy. He's claiming to be God. Whenever he said Son of Man, he's referring to the Son of Man, calling himself the Son of Man. That is a reference to him being God. There are some people who will say, well, you know, Jesus never claimed to be God. They'll say, look, read all through the Bible. There's nowhere that Jesus says, I am God. Okay, well, yeah, he never specifically utters those words, I am God. But there's places all throughout Scripture where he makes references to things about himself that could only be true of God. And this is one of them. In Daniel chapter 7, probably a well-known prophecy, Daniel recounts this scene of the Messiah coming. It says, I was watching in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man coming with the clouds of heaven. He came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And then to him was given dominion and glory and a kingdom that all peoples, nations, languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom the one which shall not be destroyed. It says that he is coming on the clouds. Okay, that is a clear and distinct reference to deity. Only God comes on the clouds. But he's saying, that's me. Makes the reference that all peoples and nations will serve him. Only God stands authority over all peoples and nations. Says that his dominion is an everlasting dominion. He will reign forever, an eternal kingdom. A reference to God. Whenever Jesus calls himself the Son of Man, that is not a reference to his humanity, but rather to his deity. He is saying that he is God. That's why the Jews freak out. It says the high priest rips his clothes and says he's guilty of blasphemy because he's making himself out to be God. They condemn him as a blasphemer because they know what he's saying. He is saying this person in Daniel 7, the Son of Man, who is God. Yeah, that's me.